Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, March 7th. We are looking at Window Traders Market Profile, SPY, IWMN, Triple Qs. And not too long ago, within the last hour, it looked like we might have a double distribution day on the overnights. Here's Friday's overnight, here was this morning. So we traded as low as 423.51. Looked like we were going to have a decent sized gap. And here we are. We rallied in this past hour. Look where we rallied to in ES and SPY, right up to the 10-wide POC, which was going to be a downside destination. And now at 75 minutes to go, might become an upside destination. Again, we might gap lower. We've rallied tremendously. We rallied $6 off the lows, only now to start backing off again towards Friday's low. Now, Russell and Qs did not get back up to their point of controls from Friday, but they did rally pretty good, and now once again look where they're trading, right below Friday's low on the Qs. Overnight high for SPY 432.42, and then 423.51 overnight low for now. So if we gap lower in the next 75 minutes, obviously Friday's low of 427.88 would become an upside destination. And again, if we open below the 10 wide of 430.53, that also becomes an upside destination. You should have all the other ones I gave Friday night all the way down to right now what our yearly low is. Game plan for this morning. Well, we're all over the place once again. On a gap lower, I would look to take a put play if the gap is reasonable. If it's 50 cents to $1, I don't mind taking that put play. And the reason for that is we have room to get down to 427.11, which right now is a weekly low. So the closer we open to it, so if we gap lower, so Friday's low is 427.88 actually. Why do I have, yep, there it is. I'm going to have to say if we gap lower towards the 427.11 level, I would have to wait a little bit because that is the bottom of our balance that we're in, right? We tried to get to it on Friday, failed and rallied pretty good. So if we go to it second time, we're going to have to see how it reacts. Now, if we open below it, now that gap would be, again, about $1.70. It's fairly large if that's the case, if we open right around it. Then the big question is, do you get acceptance back into it? If not, you're certainly going to go test the price probe, which was down at 425.05, $2 lower from the 24th. And then there's nothing into the single prints, which are $2 lower from that. That's a fairly large set of single prints, but odds are we would at least go test them. So a lot of moving parts here. A small gap, I'm not sure if I take it because we have to see if we defend now the bottom of that balance, 427.11. If we open below 427.11, if we can't get back into it, then I would take a put play down to the 425.05 level. If we open inside the range, take it out, and can't take out 427.11, then any push back up above the opening, I'd probably look to take a long because if we come back inside of Friday's range, you're going to go for the 10 wide POC. Pretty much the same scenario on Triple Qs and Russell. And then on the chart, so here is the weekly. It's a 2-week balance, right? Last week's high is the high of it. The week before that, 410.64 is the bottom of it. If you take out Friday's low, not Friday's low. If you take out last week's low, which is 427.11, and get acceptance, well, odds are you're eventually going to go trade and test the yearly low. Something very, very important to keep in mind. And then here's the daily, right? Here's your balance. Here is our balance. So now we have to see, does 427.11 hold again? If it holds, especially if we test it a second time today and can't get any acceptance below it and close fairly back into it, well, then eventually the destination will be the top of the balance. But again, we'll have to see if they're able to get some ground away, some distance away from that bottom if sellers are able to do that. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Check us out at CamelbackTrading.org. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.